today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. On the return, Deontay Harris. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
What you like about him? Guy loves football. Flat out loves it. Has toughness, wants to hang in there and play through just about everything, and walks that line between creativity and being able to take care of the football, taking those chances and not. When he figures out exactly where that line is on every snap, look out, folks. Jameis Winston will really ascend as a quarterback.
First down, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. To throw, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Jameis now on first down. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 36. To the air again with Winston. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, and it's
intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since '08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
I always enjoy reflecting on Matt Ryan's career at this stage, because when he came out of the draft, he was the number 3 pick overall. There were plenty of doubters out there about whether he should have gone in that slot. I don't think you can find any of those doubters now. One of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan down around the goal line. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan in trouble, and now he's going to go down. In the end zone, down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. It's taken on the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Play action now, Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. 3rd down here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Winston. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the draw, this is Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Here's Harris to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot
best.
on the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Winston gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From on Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Winston now. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun. Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Winston. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jameis again. That's complete right around the 8. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 3rd and 5.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd and a couple. Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Davis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Davis, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Off the play fake, here's Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
You better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. A first down throw for Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Harris has it over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 68 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it as we just saw there.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's going to make our score 15-3. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. It's Calvin Ridley on the receiving end from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
Here's Harris to return it.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely
He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Winston now from the 50. And incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. They still can't get it. He'll air it out deep for... Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game. But just let them know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Coup now for the point after. It's good, and the lead moves now to 2. It's 17-15. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Here's Harris to return it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. Three of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Final play of the half here. Winston. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Adam Troutman, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Matt Ryan. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And this carries into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ryan now off the bootleg. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, it's Patterson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan completes to Zacchaeus. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Play action. It's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. It's Calvin Ridley on the receiving end from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll start with the option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's caught by Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On third down, Winston. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held him down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Davis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Patterson on the draw play. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Ryan, and he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Davis. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, Davis fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Zach Bond there on the tackle. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. They'll try and run it with Davis. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big one.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just had more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Here's Harris to return it. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Come on, dog! Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2nd and 7. Throwing, Winston. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's about that time.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. From the gun, Winston. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it's Davis. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. They did in this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.